everybody, and welcome for our Go Live session today. Again, this is me, Ariane, coming to you live from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. It's February 28th, the last day of February, and happy Friday, everybody. So it's 9 a.m., it's morning here in Canada, and today we have a very special guest for our DigiBiz chats. So the goal of this Go Live session, as I collaborate with my fellow online business owners, is for you, our audience, our viewers, to meet real people who are receiving real results from this online business. And it's your time actually to ask us questions and inquire about the business. You can just comment down below or connect with us afterwards, and then we'll connect back to you, and we'll go from there. So for today, we have a special guest again, and she's one of our online business coaches in our online business community. She's a very nice person, but she's from UK, and I'm really glad that she said yes to this interview because uh, it's afternoon, and she's also working. She's a mom of two, and we'll know more about her and her story of how she found out about this business and how it's going right now. What are the rewards that she's receiving from this online business as of the moment? So I hope you can tune in with us until the end of this video, and be inspired and motivated to reach out to us as well, so that you can check out our online business and see if this is also a good fit for you. So without further ado, please help me welcome our guest for today, Coach Claudine Irankunda. Hi, Coach. Did I say your surname right? Wow. How do you really pronounce it?
Exactly what you said, Ariane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 there.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you? How's your morning?
Good.
It's morning your end, isn't it?
Yes. It's morning here in it's actually because I usually do the go lives in the evening, but I start my work at 10 a.m. So it's still kind of early. So that's why I said yes, even in the morning. And how are you? It's afternoon there in the UK.
It is afternoon. It's 2 minutes past 2 p.m. So that day is getting towards the end for us. So, and again, that's the beauty of this business. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, no matter what time of the day, you can still collaborate with your business partners. So that's why we're here.
Absolutely. First of all, Coach, thank you so much for saying yes to this interview. I know you are busy. I'm really glad that we've connected because you are also a mom like me. I also have two kids. You have two kids, and you're also busy at work. Do you still do it full time? Your job?
Yes, I am still working full time, and I'm also doing this business aside. So yes, very much doable.
Amazing. So our topic for today, your story from social worker to digital entrepreneur, how to earn online while raising two kids. And I totally can relate to this, and I'm very sure that a lot of our viewers also can relate to this because, as busy parents, we are very busy, running the household, taking care of the kids, and yet we are big dreamers as well. A lot of us are big dreamers, and we want something, that can lift the life of our family. And this live session will show our viewers how can they really, start doing that as well. So let's start. For the first question, Coach, what made you start looking for an online business? Can you tell more about yourself, your background, what's life like before this business, and how you found out about it?
Thank you so much, Ariane. So my name is Claudine, as you've introduced me, Claudine Irankunda. I am a mom, I am a wife, I am a social worker by profession. For the past 13 years now, I've been in a social work area. And I am also a proud digital business owner, aside all that. I am originally from Burundi. I was born and raised in Burundi in East Africa, but I have been living in UK now for the past 24 years. Yes. So I came to the UK just towards the end of 2000. I believe that was then. I came when I was in my teenage years, went to school, went to study, went to college, went to university, finished university, what was life then. And then, of course, I took a bit of time out, did some work working with children, young people mainly. And then I went back to university to train as a social worker. And since then, I've become a social worker. That's about 2010, I believe that was. It's been an adventure, I would say. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I really do. It's a rewarding, very busy, demanding physically and emotionally, but rewarding. It has got its rewards at the end of the day. You can sit back and give yourself a tap on your shoulder for what you've done. However, I realized that, especially after becoming a mom after one second child, I realized that the work, the job that I do, as lovely as it is, it really doesn't allow me that flexibility or that work-life balance that we want, particularly when you still have your young children. You want to be able to spend quality time with them. The other part of my life as well is that I'm a devoted Christian. I was born and raised in a Christian household, and I really loved, the fact that my parents were able to instill those Christian values and belief in me when I was still very young alongside my siblings. And that's something really that I really wanted. I desperately needed for my children. But unfortunately, the job that I do was not allowing me that. Either I was at work, I was tired, and it really doesn't give me that work-life balance that I need to be a mom that I want to be. And also to serve my community. Beside being what the job that we do, we also have other responsibilities outside work, and including families, as we said, including churches for those who are Christian, or if you're in other communities within your own areas. So I really, that has been me all along, being involved in communities, in churches, in families. And I realized that as we become moms, more responsibilities, and the time that you thought it was this much is actually getting there. You no longer have that time flexibility. So really, essentially, my husband and I, we both tried to start looking for different businesses that we can do, because we both knew that we needed that time freedom. But everything we tried, whether that's online or traditional businesses, did not really meet our needs at the time. So, and I had to stop at some point. That was when I had my first child. We're talking about 5-6 years ago now. So I had to put a stop to that and pray and say, God, what can I do? What can I do with what I have right now? Because I wanted to be able to be home. I wanted to be able to raise my children. I wanted to be able to install those values inside in their lives, in their areas of their lives, not when they're teenagers or when they're old enough. Is the area we can really get the opportunity to build with our children, build those memories the better. So, cut a long story short, about 2 years ago, over 2 years ago actually, I came across an online business opportunity, which is our online business opportunity now. I was very skeptical. I'm not going to lie. I was skeptical being online. I was not a social media kind of a person. I hadn't done any business which was successful before, so I was quite skeptical. But obviously, I prayed and I got that peace in my heart that this is what God wanted me to be. And I took a leap of faith. And the rest is history. I'm so glad I'm here today.
Amazing. I can actually totally relate to that as well, because when I found out about this online business opportunity, it was like a whisper from God for me, because I was also looking for something that can at least make us, fast track our adjustment here, as we are new immigrants here in Canada. And this is what I found. I'm not also even looking for a business. I was looking online for anything, just something that I can do in my spare time. But lo and behold, this online business came up. So also, I love what you said about you've tried other businesses as well before and it didn't work for you. And what I've realized, because I also tried some stuff before, but what I've realized is that you are also trading time for money, even if it's business, right? In our online business community, we say that we're trading time for money when we have day jobs, right? When we have day jobs, when we are like do have corporate work, and then we start a business, that time for our family, our kids, shortens
Yeah.
more, right? So I that's what I love as well in this online businesses, because it's flexible, and it depends on how it fits your schedule. Like it's very unique for each one of us as online business owners. So our next question would be, how did you transition from having the traditional job? And I know you still have your job, but is it difficult for you to, like, juggle these things as a mom as well, right? And having this online business.
Um, it's not easy, and it's also not hard. I would put it that way. So there is challenges that comes with it. Let's put it that way. But any challenge has got a solution if you're a solution focused person. So I have not come looking for challenges. Yes, I knew that in life, in any area of work that you're in, whether you have your own business, there will be challenges. That's life. You can't avoid that. But it's how you actually manage those challenges that's most important. So for me, when I start this business, I would say that obviously aside my skepticism, I call them excuses. That's what I call them. I said I couldn't do this because A, I'm not tech savvy. B, I have not have any business experiences. I had a lot of excuses. Let's say put it that way. So challenges was overcoming those skepticism. That's one of those. And one of the ways I overcome that was to look at my why. Why did I want to do this in the first place? And why your why is clear, when your why is clear, then solution flows through. No matter what the challenges are. My excuses were this size. My why was that size. So you cannot compare that. And my challenges might come in any shape or form, but I always look at my why. I have a vision board in my room, in my work room, and that's what I look at every day. No matter what the day throws at me, I look at that vision board. That is where I'm heading, and nothing is going to stop me. Time management, I would say, was one of my challenges when I started. Trying, obviously, to balance starting work, starting business, and you being a mom at the same time, and not have that mom guilty. We all have it. Let's put it that way. That's one of the reasons why I started, because that mom guilty dropping the kids at the daycare while you go to work. So obviously, mindset is a key. You change your mindset, how you look at things. You have your vision, you have your mission. It's how you get to your mission. So being able to strategize and having disciplining myself, for me, that's how it worked. I needed to make sure that I strategized my time. Initially, I thought I didn't have any time at all. I thought I was too busy. That's what I say to myself. There's no way in the world I can do business and work and everything else. But I was so wrong. I was so wrong, because when you sit down and look at your day, the minute you get your head off the pillow to the minute you go back to sleep at night, we have so many hours. And what you do in that hours, every minute counts. And that's what I have made it. Every minute of my day counts. The minute I wake up, I plan my day. And I set targets for a day, for a week, for a month, for a year. And that's how I manage that time challenge. And when you do that, by the end of the day, you feel so satisfied that you have actually achieved what you wanted to achieve. It doesn't become naturally. You have to start a routine. And the beauty of our businesses these days, Ariane, we don't start this business by ourselves. Yes, it's our own business. It's your business, my business. But guess what? We are not by ourselves. I have got my mentor there. I have got my coach there. We are accountable to each other. So this is why I believe our tried and failed business happened the way it did, because we were doing business for ourselves, by ourselves. But our online business is completely different. I know that if I struggle, I can call my coach anytime, any day. It's global. So it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. So in terms of overcoming those challenges of I can't do it, that is, I know It's not allowed. It's not an allowed excuse or a challenge. Let's put it that way. It's not one that we allow within our community because it shouldn't exist unless you allow it to exist. So the time management, the can I do that? Can I do it? Or do I have the ability to do it? Again, because obviously being a new a person to the business, never mind online business, was quite challenging itself. But again, you come back to what we have within our community. We have very simple step by step video based training. Since no matter how busy I was, within 2 weeks of joining this business, I was up and running. And within 3 weeks, I was making extra income with with my full-time job and young children at the same time. So challenges are there, but no challenge cannot be overcome. You just need to find a strategy, and you just need to hold on to the support that you have within the team. Again, you're doing business for yourself, but not by yourself.
Amazing, incredible. Well said, coach, because yes, you were right when you said that you are not alone in this business. Even if this is your own online business, it's named under you, of course, but we have the whole community on our back, right? And when you have like started an experience before as an online as a business owner, or whether it be the brick and mortar or traditional, this is what's lacking. I totally believe that as well, because that's what I experienced as well back before. It's so easy to quit if you don't have that support, the community support, the accountability partners, and it
Absolutely.
made a lot of sense in this online business.
Mm.
So, and
Yeah.
also we are similar that way, that you are solution focused, as you said, because if you are starting a business, it's inevitable, the challenges, right? But when you are solution focused, even when you face all these challenges, the hardships, it's always going to be hard in the end, in the beginning, right? I mean, in the beginning, because you are still adjusting. But when you get to the hang of it, like how do you really do it? What will
Mm.
be your daily routine, as you said, it gets easier by the day.
And I'm glad you said that, because the other thing that's quite important when you're doing anything in life is consistency. If
Yes.
you stay plugged in every day, as I said, a lot of time people ask me, so how do you get time? How do you find time? Yes, you say you're flexible, this and that, but how exactly do you do it? Pockets of time. We all have these 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes in a day where we are either on the phone or where we are doing things which might not be constructive. Let's put it that way. Using those pockets of time to manage that time management challenge, and also making sure that, obviously, in addition to disciplining yourself, making sure you remain plugged in. For me, for example, my business hours is between, let's say, 8:30 to 11. That's when my children are in bed. So I know there is no distractions there. Yes, of course, the child may wake up here and there, but that I know that that's a discipline I've set myself. That's what happens during this time. So consistency, remain plugged in, having that discipline is a key.
Yes, absolutely. So we have some viewers here. Thank you, ladies, for watching. Hi, Mads. Hello, ladies watching from Qatar. And says Catherine, hello there, beautiful ladies. Thank you, ladies, for watching. It's early here in Canada. I think it's also afternoon or going evening in Qatar, right? So this is how we are global here in this online business. So our next question, coach, is how has this business impacted your daily life as a mom of two young kids? And of course, if even if we say that, okay, we wanted to do this business because we want something more for our family, but we still have at present our kids, our family, anchored in us, right? As moms. So how do you really do it? How can you walk us through your daily, day-to-day life?
Well, impact is, I would say, my life's completely different. As I say, this business has given me hope for life. Before I would say that I was anxious about the future. I was worried about the
Mhm.
future. So now my outlook on life has completely changed. I know that my future is bright. I know that not very long to go now, I will be able to resign from a full-time job and just do this full-time. And what that gives me is that time freedom. You can't buy time. There are certain things you can put a price on, but other things you cannot. You can't tell me that an afternoon spent with my daughter is something you can buy for me. So for me, even that flexibility, given how flexibility is, I could be doing my business with my laptop here, and my daughter could be here praying, or maybe doing whatever they want to do. So we are present, we are with our children, yet we're running our businesses. On Saturday morning, I could be following one of my trainings, or having a strategy meeting with my business partner, and I've got my child there. Not to say that it's destructive, but to be a present mom. And even my child knowing that mom is next door, if I need mom, I'll knock, and mom is going to be there. That is a bonus compared to me leaving the house to go and do an extra job outside to be able to earn money, spending 6 hours away from home. So that time freedom, you cannot really put a price on it. So flexibility, time freedom, and hope for the future, those things, and having that peace of mind, that's not something you can buy. You can't put a price on it. So yes, there's so many benefits to this business, particularly for young parents. That's what I advocate for. If you want to be present in your children's life, if you want to provide and build a better future. And again, the other thing is this is not a business that we do like any business. If God forbid, if anything happens to us, we leave this business, we move on, and this business dies with us. We are building inheritance for our children here. It's not a business we do and we leave, but we build inheritance. Again, for myself, as an immigrant parents, that's something we really desire for our children, to be able to set them up for the future, not for them to have to come to go through the struggles that we went through as we try to integrate in this European and Canada, in America, all these countries where we immigrate to. So that's really just a few of the benefits of what this business gives you, and what has changed in my life. It's peace of mind. You can't buy that.
Yes, right. For me too, it's time freedom, right? And I've experienced before early in my life, if with my elder son, I didn't really have time for him. I was out, working in the office for like 9 to around 12 hours in a day. Yes, because in the Philippines, it wasn't for us in IT consulting. It wasn't 8 hours. It's
Mm.
9 to
Longer.
if you're yeah longer if you really need to stay in the office. So right now I'm enjoying my time. As you said, we are now present parents. We're here whenever they need us, even if we're working on our online business. We're just here. They can just knock on our door. They can just call out on us, and we'll be there. And I watched one of the, I think it's short form videos. I forgot who it is, but it said there that the developmental years of the kids, early years, like toddlers to like young kids, they really need their parents, during that time to be present. Like the time, we really have to invest that time with them during their developmental years. So this online business can really help, again, as you said, with young parents, like that, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah, this is really perfect because if you are working, like you just compared it, like working outside compared to just being at home, doing a couple of hours business, but you are still there with your kids. That's
Mm.
priceless. So true. So our next question, coach, is how do you really encourage skeptical parents? As you said, you were skeptical. In my case, I wasn't really very, just a little. I really just needed to know that it's legit, and I was already there. But we're the same. Like in less than 2 weeks, our business is also up and running. But how do you encourage skeptical parents to start something new like this digital business?
I would say, mom, dad, parents, we hear you. We were once where you were. I was skeptical, as I said. I was skeptical. And I gave myself so many reasons as to why this business couldn't work for me. But I was so glad to have been proven wrong, honestly. My only regret is not having found this business 5 years ago. But God, I believe in God's timing. But if you're out there, you are parents, your mom, your dad, you are struggling. You think of what can I do to get that time freedom, to get that time, that flexibility, that finance freedom as well that you want to be able to be available and provide for your children, build their future. This is it. Don't let the fear hold you back. This is how I looked at it. As I said, my fear of staying in the same circle where I was at, living paycheck to paycheck, just fighting, feeling of my life revolved around work and bills, and missing on my children key moments. That was the circle I never wanted to stay in. I didn't want to stay there any longer. So when I found this, I had to weigh it up and look at, do I want to be here this time next month, next year? Or do I want to at least try something new to see if it works? Because I knew I couldn't have stayed there any longer than I had stayed in there. So I had to make the decision. And I realized that the fear of staying where I was far greater than the fear of trying something new. It's always hard to try something new, to overcome, to take that leap of faith. But once you take that leap of faith, this is what happens. Once you take that leap of faith, you will watch our info session. You will make a decision which is very well informed. You do your research. We all have to do our research. Online being online, you have to be very, very diligent. Do your due diligence. Do your research. Look the information we share in our free info session. Study that information. Move to the next step. Study that information. We have got, a 30-day free, risk-free, time window to study the information you have and see where else are fit for you. And again, Sister Ariane, let's first say, this is not a business for everyone, but it has to be someone who is very ready for a change.
Yeah.
If you're not ready for a change, then this may not be for you. But if you're ready for a change and you're ready to be mentored and coached, because as we said earlier, you're doing this system for yourself, but you're not by yourself. If you're ready to work with Ariane, if you're ready to work with myself, you're ready to work with any other coaches, mentors within our community, welcome on board. We will support you. You're here. We will be holding each other. We're accountable to each other. This is the beauty of this business. Everybody has got someone to call out to. Nobody's alone. Overcome that, look into it, do your due diligence, and make an informed decision.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, anyone can, inquire, do to us, reach out to us, connect to us to see if this is really a good fit. But yes, I agree that in any, not this business, even other businesses, you really have to be diligent. You really have to research about it because it's hard-earned money that you're gonna put in there, right? And there is in any business won't work without an investment, a capital, right? But again, if you don't want it to go to waste, or if for yourself to not be afraid or scared to take the leap of faith, then go do your research. Again, in this online business, we have that 30-day window for you to utilize all the information that you're going to get from all our info session, and you can ask the person as well. So everything will be handed to you. You just have to look into it, and be decisive. That's it. So also, coach, one of the things that you said, but just to put it in a simpler way, it's actually it gave us direction, right? It gave us direction as parents. Like, if before you are just working your day job, now now that you are doing this, you have you have the direction. You said you have your vision board. We know where we're going now. So if you are ready for a change, just as Coach Claudine said, right? We have this opportunity for you. So just check it out. There it is. So to wrap this up, Coach, what is your vision for the future now that you're on this path?
My bright future, let's call it that way. My future is beautiful. I see a very, very bright future. Not in a very near future. My plan is to be doing this full time, of course, and I really desire to help as many parents as I can to break through from the 9 to 5, explore what else is available, and invest in their lives, in the lives of their children, of their treasured, beloved children, because what we do is beautiful, but our children don't just need provision, they need a present parent. And I desire to be that present parent, to be able to install, to teach them. You mentioned the first 5 years of a child's life being quite crucial in terms of development. And that's what really my heart desire for, to see not as many parents as I can take advantage of that, being able to be present, build a future for their children, build future for themselves. And sometimes a lot of our immigrant families that we associate with, we come to these countries, but we also have other families back home that we support, and our dreams tend to be quite bigger as well. So not only that you are a parent, you also are a person with dreams, by your own self. So those dreams don't have to stop because you're a parent. Those dreams don't have to be limited because you don't have capacity, whether that's financially or time, to be able to fulfill them. There is opportunity. Let's explore all this. Let's take advantage of opportunities that we have. We all have the same opportunity. Not let this opportunity pass away from you. Let's come on board. We will help you. That's our vision. That's our vision, to be able to help you to overcome that, all those challenges, all those mountains that you face every day, so we can live in a life that way we are able to achieve and dream again, for those whose dreams have maybe gone under somehow, but dream again and live a life and install and build a better future for yourself and your children. Sister Ariane, I think you're muted.
Oh, I muted it because someone came in. But yeah, I agree with what you said. So, actually, my takeaway here is that, the I guess one of the principles that I live by is it's so hard to regret not trying.
Mm.
So when you are in a point wherein you really have to change your life, you are the only ones in control, and for you to be able to get out of that situation, it's all in your it's all on you, your decision, right? So again, thank you so much, Coach, for your inspiration, for all of the things that you said today, motivation, inspiration, and your story as well. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for saying yes to this interview, Coach. I know everybody's busy, all of us are busy, but thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Thank
Any
you.
any
Thank you for
last
having
words
me.
for our viewers?
Um, I'm going to end with one of the questions that I have received quite a lot lately from different people who have approached me about this online business opportunity. This is a question. Claudine, you talk about this online business being so wonderful. So what's so different about, from this business and the other online businesses?
Well,
And
that's really great. That's a great question.
and then I thought, since we're coming here today, I'll just probably just answer it for anyone else who's out there who's thinking, we've seen all this before. What's this so different? Now, what is so different is not about, us being involved in a business where we have, obviously any business is involved in some sort of sales, right?
Yes.
For us, it's not about selling low ticket products. But what we do within our community, we have partnered with high ticket brands, which allows us to earn obviously a significant amount, a good amount of commissions per sale without having to fund our own products. And also the other beautiful thing about this is that our business is 90% automated, which means that we don't have to be stuck on social media every day or all day to be able to run this business, run it successfully. And as you say, you're going to work in a minute, but your business will still be running in the background. I am at work myself, I'm going to log off now, but in the background, my business will continue to run. So there is quite a lot that we need to explore really for anybody who was questioning as to why should I really export? Why should I want to go into this further. If you have any questions, if you're interested in a little bit, please reach out to Sister Rianne here, reach out to myself. We will be more than happy to guide you to answer any questions that you have, as long as you, and also we make sure that if you want to explore this and go ahead and join our community, we will guide you. We will work side by side. And we are global. We are global. So no matter where you are in the world, Matt has just followed us from Qatar right now, and we've got Catherine watching us in Canada. So we are global. So wherever you are, please link with us. One of us, we will guide you, will support you, will set you up to success. That's my last word.
Yes, very well said, Coach. So, I personally really believe that this business can really help a lot of people, not just parents like us, because there are also people who are inquiring, is it only for parents? No, it's actually for anybody, again, as we said earlier, ready for a change in their lives. Because, again, this is a legitimate business. This is what makes it unique, actually, is the whole package. That's what I always say in my Go Live sessions, because it's not just about one thing, like just the automation or just having a supportive community. It's the package, the whole package itself, that's unique. And so you can only find out about that when you register on our website, watch our 90-minute info session, and follow through the next steps, because everything will be opened up to you once you are there to pay the 149 USD fee, and that is totally refundable. So that is your, let's say, your market research fee if you are researching about the business, right? So that's how we see it here. And again, it's totally refundable. If you think that it's not fit for you, then you can refund it 100%. We will not take anything from that amount. So that's it from us today. And again, happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much, Coach Woody. Happy Friday. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Enjoy the weekend with your family.
You
Bye
too.
for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching.